You know, coming from college in the Midwest, I was like used to like wild campus hippie parties that were like crazy, like drugs, liquor, like bands, naked people, and then I got exposed to the Chicago house scene in like 1990, 91 to a friend of mine. White kid, went to DePaul, but he was about that life. So he's like, "Did you know there's a club full of 5 Puerto Rican girls and Frankie Knuckles is playing?" I'm like, "You had me at Puerto Rican girls. Let's go, bro." And we ran on over there, and I was like, "This is crazy. I love it." So we started trying to integrate that at our college in Iowa, like house music and when I moved here, I couldn't wait because it's like New York has like all these big famous clubs I'd heard of, but also they had like house, hip hop, and first couple of years here, especially like beginning like I was in the music business for a little while, meeting some of like my heroes, like DJs and people who were like musicians, and like everything was so accessible. You know what I mean? It was like one day I'd be drinking with like some guy who was like Basquiat's roommate. Next day, I'd be watching like Premiere play at like a club, and I kind of lost my mind because it was a sweet spot. In '95, I feel like when I finally moved here and committed to it, New York had gotten just safe enough that people were really clubbing hard again, and everyone was going out. It didn't much matter if you had money. It didn't much matter who you knew. If you had a good vibe, if you looked good, if you could dance a little bit, all them drag queens at the door would be like, "Get your ass in here and make the club look better." You're window dressing, but they needed people in the clubs that would actually were having a good time, opposed to people who were just rich, which kind of soured things during the bottle service era, in my opinion. I mean, there's so many. I'm like, good God. But I was very heavy in the Tribe, very heavy in the De La. I mean, you know, like EPMD, Ultra Mags, the hip hop, but Public Enemy, obsessed with it, like end to end. Also, Tribe Called Quest, I was like, how do people my age make music like this? You know what I'm saying? It was like crazy. Like, it's so hard. It's like Low End Theory too. I'm like, okay. It was like my mind was blown up by that. It was like because it's like there's no bad songs. As a musician, you know how impossible it is to have a record with no bad songs, like not a one. So yeah, I would say definitely that. Yeah, just for but also like, I'm thinking like BDP. I'm like, man, like there's no bad songs on those first 2 records either. Like every joint is a jam. And EPMD, same thing. It's like every joint. I'm like, really get hit. There's so many good records from that time. It's like the golden era of hip hop. You know what I mean? Like when I think about it, because like, but now I'm like, oh well, there's Jungle Brothers. I'm like, all right, like damn, like their first jam, all hits, every damn one. That's a hard question, man. Come on, kill me with that.